And throughout the pandemic, the medical establishment has failed to highlight early or preventative treatments for COVID-19. And a new study from the University of Chicago is finding that Black Americans are 1.1 times more likely to get COVID compared to white Americans, and they are almost 3 times as likely to be hospitalized, almost 2 times as likely to die from COVID. That, again, according to the CDC. But the new study also shows that the risk of having a positive result in Black individuals was more than 2.5 times greater in those with a lower vitamin D level. Joining us now, Harvey Risch, professor of epidemiology at the Yale School of Public Health. Dr. Risch, why haven't the FDA and the CDC been at the forefront of pushing early treatments for this vitamin D deficiency? Simple over-the-counter supplement.
Good evening, Laura. The reason is it's too easy. Basically, there would be nothing left to sell if they could figure out a way of dealing with the virus in the first place through over-the-counter and generic, inexpensive prescriptions. So they have just not been straightforward with the American public about what works and what's safe to use. And they basically ignore everything that is different to that message.
Well, we on this show had and highlighted many doctors who were treating COVID-19 patients, and they had seen this early on. And I think we have a flashback clip that we're going to play. Watch. All right, it's Dr. Ramin Osqui who is on this show, and he and others, I think Dr. Stephen Smith of New Jersey, who has an extensive clinic where he treats a number of communicable diseases, including COVID-19. And I think we have it now.
What's notable is the use of vitamin D and zinc and Pepsid. All these drugs have been shown to be very, very beneficial in COVID patients. And in fact, vitamin D specifically has been shown to be depleted in patients who get the most severe cases.
Again, this was not new information. I'm glad the University of Chicago and some other studies have come out since, but this wasn't new. They started seeing this in the analysis of the blood of COVID patients a year ago, Dr. Risch, a year.
Yes, it's true. And vitamin D is part of the recipe for early treatment, just to make sure that people are not depleted in their vitamin D, especially during the winter months when everybody is depleted of vitamin D, and everybody should be taking on vitamin D. Is just a matter of it's winter, we take vitamin D.
And Dr. Risch, do you apply the same analysis to other early intervention drugs such as ivermectin?
Well, the same motivation for government agencies like the FDA and NIH committees to block uses of those medications, hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, are demeaned and discarded by those committees because they're a threat to higher-priced medications and vaccines that have been the goal all along. And that's why there's been no research in generic medications for a whole year.
And constant testing. Dr. Risch, thank you so much.